If you've been impacted by the federal government shutdown or the discontinuation of SNAP benefits, you can find a food bank near you that's offering free groceries by going to lafoodbank.org or call 211. Additionally, LA County offers free meals at certain parks. There are meals and snacks for kids and seniors. Visit parks.lacounty.gov to find out which centers are offering which programs and to register in advance. And in addition to offering 2 free meals per day for all students, the LA Unified School District provides weekend meal kits for its students by request. The meal kits can be picked up on Fridays at grab-and-go locations. Please visit lausd.org/Cafe LA. That's lausd.org/CAFELA. We keep us safe. We keep us provided for. We keep us connected. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this is gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Is it difficult for you to separate your feeling states and identity from the other person? Where if your feeling state is fine and they come in a terrible mood because you're so merged, does their mood supersede yours? A lot of people become a we in a way that is unhealthy. It's like they only know themselves in relation to the other person.
Wait. Who was that? Terry Cole. She was cooking, but it was so quick. I want to hear it one more time. Is it gone? Let's hear it one more time.
Is it difficult for you to separate your feeling states and identity from the other person? Where if your feeling state is fine and they come in a terrible mood because you're so merged, does their mood supersede yours? A lot of people become a we in a way that is unhealthy. It's like they only know themselves in relation to the other person.
Hey, listen, the voice of reason is on complete fire, man. And that clip was profound. A lot of people only know themselves in relation to another. Are you a man who's like that? Are you the exiled provider? Once your productivity level falls off, instead of GDP, which is terms that we use in the economy, we'll call it the HEDP. Once your HEDP productivity falls off, are you the exiled provider? I want to know, have you been performing for so long that you've now finally realized, man, I'm tired. I haven't made a moment for myself. Listen, the first hour was amazing. The second hour is going to be even better. I want you guys to call in. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Don't be afraid, all right? Call in from wherever you're listening from. But before I get this topic popping, I want to shout out the homie Pedro. Pedro, we need to holler at you over here, Pedro. The voice of reason would like to hear from you. Listen, man. Tavis Smiley organized a town hall meeting I was raised, my whole childhood was in Pasadena and Altadena. First Altadena, then Pasadena. I went to all of the Pasadena schools. Listen, man, they had a town hall meeting in Southern California. Edison wasn't there. We'd like to hear from you. Tavis Smiley would like to hear from you. It's day 3. We haven't heard anything from you, Pedro. You got to tap in with Tavis Smiley, my friend, so you can have this conversation that all of Altadena, which burned down in January, nearly a year ago, January 7th, all of Altadena wants to hear what you have to say. Now, if we have to direct our folks to you, we got that covered too. Here's your email address, Pedro. Pedro, Pedro .Pizarro, Pizarro @sce.com. That's Pedro.Pizarro @sce.com. You can also call him 626-302-2255, press 1. We want to talk to him because I feel like the people of Altadena, the people of Pasadena, deserve to hear from you. And what better place to sit down and have the conversation than right here on KBLA Talk 1580. Now, back to the topic of this soft man and how we men don't want to be soft and because they think it's effeminate to be soft, right? But then they start to perform niceties. They start to perform for women so that they can get whatever it is they're trying to get. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. We got callers on the line that want to talk about it as well. But before we get to the callers, just understand, modern men, exiled from his own sensitivity, treats emotion like a negotiable currency, traded for approval, withheld for leverage. If he studied the Tao Te Ching, right, it knows nothing of approval. It moves as function, not as performance. Many men are performing and they're mad that they're being played. If you can't be real, why should she? Uh-oh. Did I say something? The Tao moves as function, not as performance. Therefore, tonight's topic, right? We're going to try to give you some insights to train the psyche to move like water. Pressureless, relentless, and precise. Right? Every section, I want you to follow how we do this. Principle, practice, and integration. Right? First off, brothers, stop being polite. Polite is pretense, and pretense is fake. You were taught to be polite from childhood. One of the realest things my children taught me is when I took them to see their grandmother and my little Sagittarius kids were like, nah, we're going to stay in the car. Her house stink. Now, I was mad. You can't talk about your grandmother like that. But I also recognized as a parent, I can't shut their voice down. I can have a conversation with them and say there's certain things to say, right? There's certain ways to say certain things, and then there's a time to say certain things. But I couldn't shut their voice all the way down because that could affect them later on. They just said it. I don't want to go in there. I don't like the way our house smells. We'll say hi from the car. Do you understand? Many men perform politeness in order to extrapolate whatever it is they're after, validation, sex, acknowledgement, whatever it is, from women. Right? So there's an illusion of peace, right? So we have to pursue the death of politeness, men. If you are not embodying kindness, you're playing at it, right? You're playing at it. It's an investment. Many men are investing through kindness, acts of kindness, right? The rigid tree will break, but the flexible bamboo will bend and live. This is the Tao Te Ching, verse 76. The principle. What society calls peaceful men often embody anesthetized nervous systems. Politeness conceals panic. Calm disguises collapse. The absence of conflict does not equal serenity, brothers. It signals disassociation. In psychology, it is called the fawn response. Taoism calls it misdirected yielding. Flow corrupted by fear. Listen, when the body forgives anger, it also forbids authenticity. Brothers, are you listening? Nobody wants to have a real conversation. What would some of your greatest alpha men be, your alpha males be in this society with no money, no social media, no fame, no position in life? Would they still be alphas? When the body forbids anger, listen to me now. When the body forbids anger, it also forbids authenticity. Emotional paralysis follows moral inflation. Listen again. Emotional paralysis often follows moral inflation. I am kind becomes the ego's alibi for cowardice. In that inflation hides violence. Ladies, you know this to be true. Started out sweet, started out kind, loving, caring, all of that stuff. And then when he didn't get what he wanted, popped off. Became somebody else. Am I lying? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. I want to talk to you. Right? Let's read it again. When the body forbids anger, it also forbids authenticity. Emotional paralysis follows moral inflation. I am kind becomes the ego's alibi for cowardice. In that inflation hides violence, the violence of withholding the truth. Here's a practice, brothers, that we can implement. A neurosomatic audit. Brothers, sit in silence. Track the micro tensions, right? Behind your smile. And y'all know y'all be fake smiling. So track the micro tensions behind your smile. Where does calm end and clenching begin? Clenching, clenching of the fist, gritting of the teeth, right? Think about it for a moment. When did you have to play like you wanted to be there? When was the last time you had to pretend like you cared? When was the last time you were the truth in your relationship? I mean, the unapologetic truth in your relationship. Right? Being the truth is part of being soft, according to the Tao, the way. Right? It doesn't mean being disrespectful or, denigrating someone's character, diminishing your partner. It means you're unapologetically you at all times. Can you be you? Have you been conditioned to be a version of you around your woman in order to keep peace? Oh, this is good. This is good. We got callers on the line. I want to get him in here right now. Attila from Houston, Texas. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? Yeah, we in here.
Like the topic.
Yeah, we in. Are you on speakerphone?
Nope.
You not?
I'm not.
Okay. Headphones, AirPods. What we on?
No, none of that.
Okay, cool. You sound better now. So talk to us. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Well, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to push back on some things.
Go ahead. That's what it's for.
To me, the way that, of course, the way that some of this is framed is kind of like allowing people to play victim and hero, and you can't be both, right? Like, if you are a transactionalist, you're really the villain, and you need to accept that. You're the villain in your own story.
Okay.
As long as you refuse to go within, you're always going to be without. So this whole idea that, like, you're just doing this to make her happy. No, you're doing this to satisfy her in the hopes that she will make you happy because you have no idea how to find that for yourself. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I don't really, I've been hearing these things. I just be like, child, okay. I mean, listen, as long as you're looking for someone else to make you feel a certain way, meaning that she has to respond to you in a certain way, and that says to yourself, oh, I'm manly, oh, I feel good about myself. Like, all of that is codependency, right? It's enmeshment. Mm-hmm. It is something that is going to keep you from not only finding your own voice, but also being able to hear her authentic voice.
But wait, go back to my original question. The original question was crazy. And I need you to deal with it.
I didn't hear the question, so go ahead and tell me.
I'm about to. Can I? Let me find it, child. So the question that we asked earlier, right? When a man's softness is born not of compassion, self-compassion, and self-love, but of compliance, does his faux performative tenderness become a weapon used to unconsciously control the woman, his woman, through guilt, silence, or need?
It doesn't become a weapon. It was always a weapon.
Yeesh.
It was always a weapon. That was the manner in which you got what you wanted, right? That's something that I think you spoke to last week, actually, that the ways that we learned to manipulate in childhood to get our needs met, it's the same weapons that we use in our relationships as adults. Same concept. That's what that is. Your niceness, your kindness is fake. This is why she nags you if you want to be real about it. Because the same little fake little things you used to do, like, sorry?
Wait, because you got me going right now. Hold on. Wait a minute. You know we got to do this home run derby of questions.
Oh, let's go. Let's get it.
Because hold on. Okay, so men have been trained to kind of fake it until we make it with y'all. Right? You agree or disagree? Okay. That's the game.
Wait,
so how many women mistake a man's emotional passivity for safety only to discover that his repression eventually metastasizes into covert or overt resentment or emotional tyranny?
Many of us. I think that happens in a lot of marriages. That whole idea of she just left, I don't know why. No, that's what that is.
Wait a minute.
Like, oh, this nigga not crazy. Let me get out of here. Oh, no. I thought I was safe. Oh, no.
Don't go nowhere. Stay right there. The voice of reason on KBLA Talk is on fire. When we come forward, more from Houston, Texas.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a Black and Brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at walkgoodla. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
All I need is one mic.
With the KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Tavish Smiley. Dateline Friday, November 7, 2025. Dear Mr. Pizarro, I hope that this letter finds you well. As you know, last evening, KBLA Talk 1580 hosted an Altadena Town Hall entitled Understanding the Wildfire Recovery Compensation Fund. The venue was at capacity, and as KBLA has maintained all along, no plaintiff's counsel was involved in any aspect of the program, such that Southern California Edison could well have participated per its initial commitment in writing on October 7, 2025. That said, in both private communications and public pronouncements, we note that SCE has offered to appear on KBLA Talk 1580 to address the Altadena community regarding its fast pay program, which was discussed in depth at last night's gathering. We would like to accept SCE's offer and invite you, Mr. Pizarro, to appear on KBLA's nationally syndicated radio program, Tavis Smiley. The show broadcasts weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we are happy for you to choose any day, any hour for a live in-studio conversation. Please let us know which day and time work best for you. We look forward to welcoming you to our studios in Leimert Park. Sincerely, Tavis Smiley, founder, Smiley Audio Media, Inc., Chief Visionary Officer, KBLA Talk 1580, host, Tavis Smiley. With a KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Tavis Smiley. As always, we welcome your feedback.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
We are totally responsible for everything we do. And if one understands desire, the nature of it, then what place has desire, or has it any place where there is love? Is love something so extraordinarily outside of human existence that it has really actually no value at all? Or because we have not seen the beauty and the depth and the greatness, sacredness of this word, not the word, of the actuality of it, that we haven't the energy, time to study, to educate ourselves, to understand what it is. Because without love...
Amen. If you don't know that voice by now, that is the legendary, or was the legendary, J. Krishnamurti. Listen, love is so difficult for the average mind who hasn't healed, who hasn't sought self-realization, self-actualization, who hasn't, or from the clinical side, who hasn't sought individuation. Love is exceedingly difficult. It's a nuisance. It's an inconvenience. It's an enemy to your happiness. Yes, love for the unhealed is a nuisance. It's an enemy. When we are without love, we are codependent. We are searching. We are seeking in another. But in order to truly love another, we must first love the disowned, broken pieces of ourselves. And then we start to magnetize and draw in people that are on the same frequency, the same vibration that we're on. We do it in the reverse. You're unhealed, you call unhealed into your life. You speaking negatively on yourself through negative self-talk, you're causing a concomitant reality to join you. Do you see? Do you see? This show is about a man or men being fake soft in order to fool women into thinking that they're nice guys, they're good guys, they're quality guys. Listen, Zoe Williams never lied to you. I was one of those guys before. I came from a broken home. Right? But I had to evolve out of that kind of man. I had to grow up out of it. Do you understand? Now I'm talking to the brothers tonight, and we got sisters on the line. We got brothers on the line. Listen, don't be afraid to call in and share. I got a question before we go forward. Does a woman's overfunctioning, mothering, wifing, parenting, in the presence of male emotional paralysis represent true empathy or the unconscious worship of her own endurance? I need y'all, ladies, because I noticed there are a lot of women who will stay with a man because maybe he has provisions, maybe he got some money, but he's in emotional paralysis. Right? Are you unconsciously worshiping your ability to endure? When we come forward, the home run question derby with my niece will commence.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Black House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries criticized Republicans on NBC's Meet the Press, saying they're not acting in good faith on health care as the government shutdown drags on.
We're also fighting to drive down the high cost of living. Donald Trump promised to lower costs on day one. Costs aren't going down.
A deal has been reached, but the Senate must still finalize and approve the agreement before sending it to the House and President Trump. Black Rep. Jasmine Crockett is praising Democrats for not pressuring Black Virginia Attorney General-elect Jay Jones to quit after old text messages surfaced showing him joking about shooting former GOP House Speaker Todd Gilbert. And Michael Jackson is still making history more than 16 years after his death. His classic hit Thriller is back on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 10, making him the first artist ever to score top 10 hits in 6 different decades. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393.
KBLA Talk 1580, standing with you in perilous times. If you've been impacted by the federal government shutdown or the discontinuation of SNAP benefits, you can find a food bank near you that's offering free groceries by going to lafoodbank.org or call 211. Additionally, LA County offers free meals at certain parks. There are meals and snacks for kids and seniors. Visit parks.lacounty.gov to find out which centers are offering which programs and to register in advance. And in addition to offering 2 free meals per day for all students, the LA Unified School District provides weekend meal kits for its students by request. The meal kits can be picked up on Fridays at grab-and-go locations. Please visit lausd.org/Cafe LA. That's lausd.org/CAFELA. We keep us safe. We keep us provided for. We keep us connected. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Yo, this is Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I got another incredible Black-owned business for you. Your podcast deserves more than a closet and a prayer. It deserves a green screen that makes your haters jealous. Do you need 4K so crisp you can see their ego? Mics that catch whispers and rants? Hey, a stage that turns Aunt Mildred into Beyonce. Listen, all you got to do is check out OneStream.tv, Inglewood Studio Playground, where backyard dreams get VIP upgrades. They've got cameras, mics, stages, step and repeat, everything you need. Lights that flatter people who never get flattering. They got all you need to produce the podcast of your dreams. Listen, their rates are as low as $75 an hour. Yes, really. Swing by 740 Centinela Ave. Call 323-296-4444. Once again, that's 323-296-4444. Trust me, my brother Mike will take care of you. OneStream.tv.
I'm talking lights, camera, action.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Autopsy Initiative provides a second autopsy free of charge for victims' families who have lost their loved ones due to a police-related death. The services offered through the initiative include the completion of a second autopsy, disclosure of preliminary findings, and a final autopsy report. A police-related death is when an individual is harmed by police officers using deadly force, which results in an individual's death. Police-related death includes in-custody deaths, including those that arise during contact with law enforcement officers during arrest, pursuit, booking, transport, or incarceration. The Autopsy Initiative has a team of board-certified pathologists on call. An autopsy request may be completed by anyone with a close relationship with the victim, which may include the victim's spouse, partner, relative, close friend, or lawyer. To request a free second autopsy for a victim of police violence, please visit knowyourrightscamp.com. That's knowyourrightscamp.com. Then click on Autopsy, then click on Request. At KBLA, we believe in justice for victims of police violence. We say their names, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-237-8585. That's 800-237-8585. Again, that's 800-237-8585.
Lena Bloom for the Bail Project. Imagine you're stuck in a jail cell and you can't afford bail and someone offers you a way out. Just plead guilty and you can go home and kiss your kids goodnight. What do you do? What thousands have. You plead guilty whether you are or not. Cash bail makes poverty a crime. That's why the Bail Project helps those who can't afford it while fighting to end cash bail. Because freedom should be free.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Oh yeah, I got this. I'm going to sing to you, y'all. Talk about love is real. Talk about love that's real, y'all. You love it to real, love it to real, love it to real. You think that love is just a fairy tale? Maybe true love is sold and bought. Hansel and Gretel found their candy getting stale. You gonna find you ain't no Goldilocks. Oh, when them bells just keep ringing and that song you're singing. You want to share your Mondays right through to Sundays. Your best friend is softly speaking. She won't call this weekend. No way, it's only a thing you said. But love is real. Yes, it is, girl. Never let anyone tell you different when you can feel it. Love is real. Yes, it is, mama. Never let anyone tell you different when you can feel this feeling so real. Let me take you something, don't go away. Don't you stay back, sit down.
Disappointment is inevitable. We will disappoint people and other people will disappoint us. However, it's important to recognize the difference between an oversight or an accident and or somebody wanting you to acclimate or adjust to their not prioritizing you or treating you in the ways that they themselves desire to be treated or expect to be treated. Okay? The funny thing about expectations is they truly do exist in everything. It's a universal thing. All right? But it's important to recognize if your expectations align with the circumstances and or relationship. Are they realistic? And be mindful of the person that says to go through life not having expectations, because they go to a job they expect to be paid for and they return home to a relationship most likely they expect to still be there when they get there. All right? But we won't have expectations in spaces we don't care about. So somebody telling you to not have expectations in your life is easy because they're not invested in that. Okay? And I also want you to get in the habit of really listening to people, because we will tell people what matters to us, right? People will tell you how they like to be treated. People will tell you how they like to be valued, celebrated, and cared for. And you may recognize that what you seek is congruent with what they are also seeking. However, semantics come into play when it comes time for us to prioritize people the same way. Lightning strikes twice and accidents do happen, but somebody's repetitive exhibition of not prioritizing the relationship or you is not an accident. Keep people in rooms that they deserve to be in instead of making...
I've had enough. Who was that talking? Is it for... Is Isaiah Frizzelli? Listen, I've had enough of that kind of talk. Listen, who gives a damn? You know, don't prioritize people who don't prioritize you. You ain't got to prioritize me. How about that? Why don't I take it off your hands? I love me enough for the both of us. Do you? People be playing with you. They know prioritizing you is a psycho-spiritual opiate. They know you gonna get sprung off of that. And they're gonna weaponize it because most people are broken and wounded and petty. Can we be honest? So guess what? I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna love me for real. I'ma love me better than you ever could because you never could love yourself. Is that not the majority of people we're dealing with? Sure, there are people out there who really love themselves and thus can love others. But the majority of people you're dealing with is a holographic, psycho-spiritual textbook that's designed to hurt you so you can learn more about yourself. I know people don't want to hear it put that way, but that's really what it is. How many people gonna go all the way to the ends of the world to make it work with another human being? Boy, we get tired of people fast, don't we? Hey, man, I don't know how many times. And I'm not talking about somebody that's physically violent or, somebody that's psychologically abusive or emotionally abusive or verbally abusive. I'm talking about a human being making mistakes in your life. We be like, okay, but you a whole grown ass man. How you still making mistakes? Wait, you a whole grown ass woman. How you still tripping? We quit on each other quick. We're intimate quitters. So guess what happens? People start adapting, performing. And tonight's topic is talking about this man, the exiled protector. Do you see? He's looking for an over-functioning woman. You got to mother me, you got to wife me, you got to partner me, you got to cook for me, you got to love on me, you got to finish what my mama didn't do. That's who he's looking for. At the cost of her own peace. He don't mind. And he did everything he was supposed to do to get you. What did he do? He performed. He tap danced. You want to pull the chair out? Oh, yeah, I got the chair, baby. I got the car wash, so I'm gonna pick you up. You understand? I'm gonna pick you up, and I'm gonna take you on down. We're gonna go to Nobu. Malibu Nobu. Yeah. I'm gonna go to Boo No, which is next door to Nobu. No, listen, we done put on a show this whole time, right? We done put on a whole show, ladies. And then you find out, wow, he was really mean under all of that pretense. 1-800-920-1580. Let's get it cracking. Atala, are you ready for the question derby?
You already know. Come on. Let's go. You already know how I get down. Let's go.
Are you ready? Here we go. If a woman must mother her partner's wounded inner boy to feel safe, does that not confirm that the archetypal mother wound has merely changed costumes?
Did it change costumes? I feel like it's always been there. I mean, maybe it changed sets. Your location is different, but it's the same person, same outfit. Yeah, you're an adult now, doing the same thing that you've always been doing.
Oh.
And this is what I find interesting, because typically there is a trail of mothers. We're talking about relationships and dating, but what about your teachers, your advisors, your religious leaders? They've all been your mothers. Let's continue.
Oh, my God. My niece is in the building from Houston, Texas. I'll tell her she's up here swinging for the fences.
I'm not even done, because I got a Bible verse for you that's going to knock your socks off. But keep going.
No, I want the Bible verse. Come on, let's go to church this evening. Andy, where are the keys?
So this is actually out of one of the banned books of the Bible, to be clear. Y'all not going to be able to find it if you don't have the Apocrypha, but this is from Ecclesiasticus 26:23. And it says, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
My. My. We need a praise break.
So what does that mean?
Okay, go ahead. Finish saying what you were saying.
No, I mean, so what does that mean? What does that mean? That means you get what you get. You don't throw a fit, right? There are no surprises in what you have aligned with. So if she's evil and bad and all these wicked things, she's horrible, what are you?
Right. Well, let's
and
talk.
Vice versa.
Let's talk real. You pick whoever you pick. Because most of us are picking to avoid problems, right? So you pick whoever you pick, and then problems still show up. That means you still
100%.
have to develop the skill set in order to navigate those problems.
Well, because it's in you. It's not on you. I think what you just described previously was we're trying to focus on what is on us, the outfits, the dates, the trips, the whatever is in our external. Remember I said as long as you refuse to go within, you're always going to be without. So again, like, it doesn't really matter what you do on the outside, how you look, how many books you read, how many gyms you go to, girl. We don't care. Like, you still gonna get what you're supposed to get. And I think that that's something that we have to really look into. And it's so interesting how men will want a mother and then resent that same mother for showing up in their life.
They will want a mama.
That is,
and then they will get a mama. And then resent the
she
mama.
always nagging me. Yeah, she always nagging me. Maybe because you need to grow up a little bit. Maybe you didn't clean your room up enough, your spiritual room.
Andy said,
She's just trying to hold you accountable.
Hey, stay
Andy,
there.
Andy, don't make me do it.
Wait, we got questions. Let's have this conversation, child. Can intimacy exist where accountability is absent, or does compassion without confrontation merely enable the slow decay of respect? When we come forward, we going back to Houston, Texas to get my niece's answers. Let's do it.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Where
California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
To the 5%ers, online engine inventors. Shout to them family men bringing home dinners. Watch out for desperate lonely women, hurt your happy home. Miserable and alone, kissable nice to bone. She not the type deserving of a throne. Her beauty is her curse. She for shoes in her purse. Make me a movie first. Can watch you on my phone. I shop in Barcelona. I spend some nights in Rome. Feel like a knight from England. That's what I named my son Knight. He was born to be one. That's how my game was won. White 740 Beamer. Licked by an angel's tongue. I'm living dangerous, son.
Be the reason people believe in good hearts and good souls with good energy and beautiful intentions. Deliver good love and good space so that everyone who sits amongst it knows what good company and good vibes feel like. Be the reason people feel comfortable and feel good and the light be their way. Let them rest in good presence forever and allow them to be just who they are with you. Be the reason people believe that life can be good despite what they experience. You made it and so have they. It's your take on life that offers the greatest example, and I love you for that. Be the reason people have authentic souls who have no ulterior motives or no use to cause harm. People need people that they can trust. The best example is you. And be the reason people believe, the reason people...
Trust is a lie. I've been telling you guys this for years. Somebody going to catch on. I'm sorry. Trust is part of codependence. I need to be able to trust you. I need to know that you're safe. That means you're not safe internally. Yep. Let me get my niece back in here. We're going to do a whole topic on trust. How about that? Let's get it.
We're going to do a what?
A whole topic on trust.
To trust or not trust? That is the question.
That is the question. So the question I asked before we came forward, and now that we've come full circle, can intimacy exist where accountability is absent, or does compassion without confrontation merely enable the slow decay of respect?
You cannot have, what was that first part? You can't have.
Can intimacy exist where accountability is absent?
There we go. Yeah, you cannot have intimacy without accountability, because accountability is intimacy.
Ooh.
To be
Wait,
accountable is to be intimate, is to be vulnerable. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. For me, I know it definitely is, because I'm not saying that how do I say this? There are certain things that it is hard for me to be accountable about because I have shame behind it. So in order for me to be intimate with you, it would mean that I would be being accountable to you, to myself, to my higher self, whatever you want to say.
Come on, let's get these rapid fire questions. Listen, let's go. How does a man who cannot forgive himself inevitably train the women in his life to become extensions of his punishment narrative? Oh my God.
Well, essentially, like, I think what is that people kind of vibe off of your frequency. So if your frequency is self-loathing, people will loathe you as well.
Ooh, keep going.
So when you talk about self-forgiveness, I think that also extends into other things like negative self-talk, but also the way that you perceive yourself and how you take on new challenges in your life, right? How you expand to higher levels, right? So I'm not going to be able to expand to a higher level in relationship with someone if I haven't forgiven myself. Because when you don't forgive yourself, you must remain small so that your guilt and your shame can remain big.
So that's self-captivity.
Yeah, basically.
If you haven't forgiven yourself, you're in self-captivity. Oh my God.
Yeah, and get this, you're in captivity with the key.
With the key. The key is right under your pillow. Okay. Is the feminine exhaustion so epidemic today not proof of female weakness, but evidence of generations spent metabolizing male self-avoidance through caretaking?
Lord. Oh my God. I think all of that. Male self-avoidance, but also female self-avoidance, right? Because if I'm over-focused on you, I don't have to focus on myself. But also it gives me something to feel accomplished about, right? And so I think that's why we develop a lot of those autoimmune diseases, is because of the stress that we're put under, trying to take care of other people and neglecting ourselves in the process.
Patrick Carnes says compulsion is the illusion of control over ungrieved pain. Let's keep going. I got another question for you. We got to do it quick. When a man mistakes self-acceptance for self-indulgence, does he unknowingly outsource his conscious to culture, religion, or women, creating dependency disguised as discipline?
Yeah, I was going to say add porn to that list as well.
Add porn.
That word, but Yes, you are outsourcing, trying to excrete so that you can get to your nirvana, if you will.
Oh, my God.
Again, you're neglecting the within. Go within, not without.
Hey, listen, man. I love it. Attila, guess what you just did?
I brought Houston in the building.
Yes. Listen, the voice of reason has been on complete fire, as is commonplace. Please understand this about me. I couldn't get to my brother JW. JW, you got to call in tomorrow, my friend. I will get you on, I promise. But listen, just know this. We start the conversations. It's really up to you to finish the conversations. I'm the voice of reason. I'll be back tomorrow with another slapper. I hope you guys enjoyed my playlist and the discussion tonight. We'll have another banger tomorrow. I'll holla. Deuces.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Senators Tim Kaine and Jeanne Shaheen say they back the